Hey there! Today we are diving into the world of Elixir to explore two key features that make it an amazing language: concurrency and fault tolerance. Whether you're just starting out or already have some experience, by the end of this video, you'll understand why Elixir is worth considering for your next project. First, let's start talk about the concurrency. In simple terms, concurrency is the ability of a program performing multiple tasks at the same time. Elixir handles concurrency exceptionally well, and this is because we have the beam, the Erlang virtual machine. So, in the scenario, imagine that you are a chef in a kitchen. Instead of cooking one dish at a time, you can prepare multiple dishes simultaneously. Elixir works the same way, allowing your programs to handle many processes at once, making it highly efficient. I'm not talking about many processes, maybe it 100,000 and million in just your local machine. So, let's break it down with a simple example that you can easily see in the terminal. We'll create multiple processes that print numbers concurrently. So before you start, I'm not gonna teach you anything related to VS Code, set up your local machine, but you can follow this example easily if you don't have Elixir in your local machine. So you can just install the Elixir language right here. So I provided this website to use, select your operation system, and then install your local machine, and then open a terminal. And right here, we're going to open the terminal and type ix, open the interactive Elixir. And now let's just create a module. I'm not gonna give you details about what I'm doing here because I need more time. But this is just for you if you wanna see this example and using the advantage of using Elixir, you can follow this tutorial now. So let's say start, numbers, printer. Then let's create a function called start with n or 5. It means that if you type nothing, um, that's fine. So enum dot each 1 to n, and then a function with the n number, and then we're gonna say spawn function print number with number, and finish the it and finish the function. And now let's create this function right here. So print number n. And then what we're going to do is that inspect. I'm not going to give you the details about this, but this is going to be our process. So we're going to say Erlang pid to list. And then we're going to say self right here. There you go. And then we're going to say io.puts process n is printing the number. And then just let's add like a timer dot sleep. In this case, I'm gonna say something like 10 thousandths, which means 10 seconds. And then I'm gonna say io dot puts process n finished and printing the number. And then we can finish the function, finish the module. Now we can just call it saying start. As you can see, we have all the process started. This guy is printing the number, and after 10 seconds, it will print all the numbers. So it is concurrently application, which is pretty straightforward example. But in this example, we just using the spawn multiple process and it printing a number. And you will see that we have an output interleaved in the terminal, demonstrating how the process run concurrently. So you can do that, for example, with more process, but each of them will take like 10 seconds. But it doesn't matter if I have like thousands process right here. So we're gonna open all the process, but all of them will take like 10 seconds. If I say like 20, it's gonna take like it's gonna take like 10 seconds for all of them because they work independently, as I mentioned to you. So it doesn't matter. So you can handle with multiple tasks at the same time, which is great, and for me is fantastic. So anyway, so now let's see one example using the fault tolerance. So fault tolerance means that the system can continue to operating even when some parts of it fail. Elixir fault tolerance is built on the way that everything can crash. So just the mean, which means that let it crash because it doesn't matter if other things will run. So that's what it means. And if we talk about the kitchen analogy, imagine one of the dishes get burned. Instead of the entire kitchen shutting down, you simply discard the burned dish and start over. Elixir does the same thing with process. Now let's see one more example right here. So what we're gonna do is that let's create another module that we're gonna call kitchen. Then I'm gonna say that start. I don't know if I'm gonna use like anyway, let's just say start. Then let's use the spawn. And then what we're gonna do is function called prepare dish with spaghetti and not span but spawn. Another one, I'm gonna say soup, and another one, but in this case we're gonna call the function called let it crash, saying hamburger. Then let's finish this function, and then let's create the function called prepare dish with dish. And then we're gonna say the same thing, but right here we're gonna say dish is being prepared, and then timer dot sleep, say 5 seconds. That push again, use the same one, is finished. And then another function called let it crash. We're gonna have the dish, and when it's crash, you're gonna say the same message here. It's prepared, but let's say raise something went wrong with dish. Let's finish the function, finish the module, and then kitchen start. And as you can see, as I mentioned to you, process works independently, and in this case, you could see that spaghetti is being prepared, soup is being prepared, then we started the hamburger and boom, it crashed, but only hamburger is crashed, and it did not affect the spaghetti and the soup. So as you could see, it did not affect the other process. Elixir has this ability to handle errors gracefully and keep the system running smoothly, which is for me is fantastic. I did not mention other features such as the developer experience. Elixir is easy to learn. Also, the Phoenix framework is the most loved framework in the world for companies, especially about web development. Creating tests and TDD with Elixir is way more simpler. Also, why you should choose Elixir is because the concurrency model and robust fault tolerance make it an excellent choice for building reliable, scalable applications. Whether you are developing a web app, messaging system, or real-time services, Elixir can handle the load with ease. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video give you a clear understanding of concurrency and fault tolerance with Elixir. If you want to learn more about Elixir, I prepared a free class for you on the link below. Bye.